Good morning, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable judges, the timekeeper, the ladies and gentlemen who gladly sit right here in this national school debate competition. Today's motion is the post-conflict state. This house believes that history textbook should focus on teaching bottom-up history rather than top-down historiography. And I wanna give you the definition of this motion. First, historiography is a method used to write and interpret history, and top-down historiography is a focus in one role leader in shaping history, and bottom-down historiography is a focus on the role of social group in shaping history. And I wanna repeat the first speaker of the affirmative team. They said the bottom-down historiography can make a unity, legitimacy, and quality of life, but bottom-up failed because it was too complex and not efficient. So it is better to use the leader or a symbol of a leadership to encourage a sense of national awakening. And legitimacy can be accelerated by having a strong leader who is able to provide a strong emotional support. And I want to give you my point. First is to promote a national unity. One leader can push the people to reunite and rise again. As a past conflict, people usually is divided and fragmented. They make a group, and they need a one person to reunite and make them in one again. So it's top down is the best solution for them. And bottom up is too many perspectives for the student to learn it. And top down historiography is a better because it allows the state to teach a common national narrative. So it is led by one leader, so the student may become more excited to their group identity than to the nation as one. So top down historiography is make the student is more easier than the bottom up historiography because it is one perspective and not as many perspectives. As a past conflict, then usually the people is divided and fragmented, so they need a one leader to make them rise again and boost the emotional support. So as a history, top down is make the student is not confused with their historiography. And number two is a bottom up is too many perspectives. In a post conflict, people is already come from many platforms and background with a different confidence. So if we use a bottom-up historiography, a student will confuse because it's too many perspectives. But they are confused who are right, who is false, who are the struggle, who are the the top down is create a. On the other hand, top-down is approaching a clear national narrative that helps the society to move forward together. So top-down is make a one sense that clearly is a clear national narrative, but we use a bottom-up. It's a bottom-up. They are a fragmented story. Me are the best. So the student is confused rather than understanding the historiography. It's because it's too many perspectives from the other group. One group said they are the most struggling, but the other said is the more struggling. So who is the false and who is the right? Me as hero, you are the so it makes the student is confused rather than understanding the historiography that telling by the teacher. So if we use a top down, the teacher can make a clear confirmation that top leader is one that make the national is a reunite and make the country is is rise again. So if we use a top-down rather than bottom-down, is make the student is not confused, because it's all because top-down is just use one clear narrative, and they not use many perspective. So the top-down is make the student is understanding a lot, rather than we use a bottom-up that can make the student is confused who are right or who are false. So in the end, bottom-up is failed because it was too complex and it's too many perspectives for the student to consume the historiography. But the top-down is approaching a clear national narrative that help the society is more forward together with one strong leader who is able to provide a strong emotional support rather than a many perspective. So if we use a top-down, we can promote the national unity, and a bottom-up is too many perspectives to the student who want to understanding the historiography. So with all of them, I want to restate my argument that bottom-up is failed because it too complex and many perspectives, but top-down is to promote national unity with one clear national narrative. So I state again that I strongly disagree with this motion that said in post-conflict state, this House believes that history textbook should focus on a teaching bottom-up historiography rather than top-down historiography. So it's all my argument. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.